Good morning, Speed Gaming fans. We got a couple racers here. We got a Cytown and we got a Kingdahl here. Both formidable racers. Cytown is a former champion, and we got a Kingdahl who has been in multiple of our tourneys. I'm uncertain if he has actually won any of the tourneys. Are you aware if they
Yeah.
have, Tracy?
None of the
We're
big,
coming. Go
but
ahead.
he's always a good competitor. And yeah, I mean, it's a 1-1 matchup. Little surprised to see Cytown 1-1, but it's random Swiss, so things happen. Kingdahl lost a tough race against the Pirate Chief last week, so he ends up at 1-1. So we get this really good matchup. So you all have to have breakfast too, or so for those of you in Europe, it's probably like lunchtime, maybe late in the day. So yeah, either way, we're gonna have some fun.
And I have released the racers, so whenever they're ready, they'll be taken up, and they're going to be starting relatively shortly.
Yeah, it'll be about a minute for it to catch up. So, yeah.
All right. So with this, I would like them to start nearby the Armoses, the Force Armoses.
Okay, that's a nice start spot because you get access to it. I like the middle of the of like be by the open desert cave or the fairy fountain where you just kind of can get to everything real easily. The problem with the forest Armos is that whenever I start there, the Armos items to the west.
Yeah, I have had that too. Uh, but I am looking forward to this. I recently did a practice run, and my Armos item was the Any and I was so thankful for that.
That is definitely a favorite Armos item. Red Ring, White Sword. Although Cytown probably won't be too happy with their early Red Ring. I know a lot of these better combat players don't like that because they lose their advantage. And there we go, Desert Start.
That's not too bad.
Love the Desert Start. You can get to the East Armos very quickly. You can go over to the Grave Armos and scroll over to the Death Armos. You can get all those Armos checks in really early. All those locations can also have your sword. So you can hopefully pick one of those up. And I already see Team Sweden out there. So we got the USA versus Sweden. Went good for Sweden in hockey in the one game, but it was the US that went to the championship of the whatever they called that thing they did instead of the All-Star game. So we'll see if Cytown can score one for the US today.
Looks like we're going to be directed to the train station.
Yeah, well, if we get a book, we will get some actual information from the old men, but the old men are not going to tell us anything unless we get that book. Helpful hints is on, so everything that they tell us will be truthful, although not always helpful, because a lot of times they tell us things we already know.
Yeah. Looks like we got Cytown going to the Forest Armoses. Kingdahl is opting to attempt to go over to vanilla level 5.
Yeah, I mean, with all these Lionels, Cytown having trouble with these red Lionels. It's still the swords will do 2 hearts of damage, and either one would die getting hit. And it was sword early for Cytown, so that's really nice.
Oh,
and yeah, Kingdahl taking a death before getting up the waterfall. That is my least favorite wood sword cave because if you die there, you're not going back anytime soon. And speaking of any keys, that is the Armos item today, so keys not going to be a concern.
Yeah, unfortunately that does, I feel like key usage is one of my advantages, because I am very particular on how I use my keys, so if I get any key, I feel like I'm at a disadvantage in a way.
Alright, Kingdahl not too far behind on getting that sword. He's going to go ahead and get his any key as well. Cytown finds an interesting room. The reverse C can drop into, doesn't like to drop into. We're going to have to ignore that for now because of the Dig Dogger there. And of course, if this is segmented, that could be a push block to the other side. And we see a lot of segmented dungeons, and it is segmented. One little room, one poor little room, and in level 2, you don't want to see that because that one little room can absolutely have your item or your Triforce. But Cytown is locked out because he has no bombs. He's gonna have to kill something blue in the overworld, or a red dark nut to try and get a bomb drop. Takes a sword to the face instead. Unfortunately, the red dark nut not cooperating, nor did the blue Lionel. Cytown's gonna go back in. Kingdahl, meanwhile, did get some bombs. It looks like he's gonna clear out that northeast corner. 4 bombs gets you everything over here. He has 17 rupee small secret, which is a really nice small secret. Having that, it's always kind of a bonus when you can get those small secrets to roll up a little bit.
Yep. I like the small secrets, but what I can't wait for is see how big that big secret is.
Yeah, I'm more into the medium secret, because the large secret, sometimes you don't even get to take full use of it, because you get it with too much money. But a good medium secret, you can just pick up all the time. You know, get like a 35 to 40 medium secret, and that'll take care of all your money problems. And Cytown is desperate to get a bomb drop from these dark nuts. Looks like they're not going down quickly either. Kingdahl's gonna have a little bit better luck in this level 2, because he's got the bombs.
Yep, and no bombs for Cytown.
Still no bombs for Cytown. Kill a couple blue Octoroks here in hopes of getting dropped. Doesn't get one there. Doesn't get one there.
And on top of that, he forced a 10. Did you see what that Armos
It was a boomerang. And 23 rupees for the bomb, so we can't even buy one. Yeah, the only way we're getting that coast item is if we're if the World Raft comes to play, which is unlikely given the start spot, but you never know. There's a key for Kingdahl, but he's got the any key, so I don't know why he's upset about it. He sure looked upset though. Would like to find something better though. It's gonna kill these. This is another room that likes to drop pretty much in any dungeon. This is not an easy room. Like low key, this is a very difficult room with the 4 BMOs and 2 HP wall masters. He's gonna save the room and maybe go back. Well, we got the any keys. So that mugger is gonna have to. We can take 2 of our infinite keys. It's fine.
Yeah, that's completely fine. That's the only time I love having the any key is when I see those muggers.
Okay, explain. You wanted the any key at the beginning, and then now you're like, oh, I hate the any key. You're the only there are people that prefer the lesser combat, because they get to keep their advantage, and people to in the not wanting a ring or white sword or whatever. You're the first person I've heard not like the any key. How do you not like the any key? Like, most people are key stingy, they don't want to spend their keys in other situations, and, the fact we don't have to spend money on a key, and here's our transport. It's going to take us to that one little room underneath the dash. Cytown, meanwhile, let's find some any roads. We get to take out a recorder spot, which is nice, but not a particularly convenient spot. Get to take out a power bracelet spot. And nothing in that room. And blue Octoroks. Cytown's gonna kill these, hoping that he gets that bomb drop. Oh, yay, gets a bomb drop. 6.5 minutes in, we finally have bombs for Cytown.
Oh, and that Paul's voice is that Triforce room.
I mean, you know what? That doesn't bother me at all. I just won't clear it until I get the bow. It's close enough to start. You can come back and take it out really quickly with the bow. You're gonna have the bow available before you have to clear it. There's no reason to worry about it. If it was deep in the dungeon, I would feel much worse.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's not too bad.
Yeah, Cytown not going back to level 2 is gonna prioritize some overworld exploration before he goes back.
Yeah, the other thing is, I don't like this Paul's voice room.
I mean, that one's even worse because it's got the BMOs.
Yeah. This is a nice room.
Yeah, love a good rupee boss. I'm running out of rooms where our stuff could be, though.
I think we have 2 rooms left.
I mean, we have an item and a heart. So, 2 rooms left. Makes sense.
Actually 3 rooms because the Pulse voice room. And then
Well, we know it's there. Well, we have the BMOS Pulse voice. We have this room.
Oh!
Surprise! And we have the Dig Dogger, that's right. Yeah, probably not the Dig Dogger. That room can, like I said, it can drop, but I wouldn't expect it to drop.
Oh, that room. That's 4. Oh, this is actually pretty nifty for cytown.
Yeah, we saw this room already.
Yeah. But
So
with the
nothing
fact
there.
that, yeah. With the beam, the sword beam, that's going to really help cytown out.
Yeah, until he loses them. There we go. Gets the compass. Gets to find out that he's got to kill a bunch of Pulse voice. Get your Triforce. Gonna see the key here. Doesn't need it because he's got the any key. Let's see if he takes a stab at it. I mean, as good as cytown is at combat, I don't think even he does the Wizard room there.
But he's going to see that Visceral room, and let's see what he does right after the Visceral room.
No, he's not doing it, no.
There is potential chance he might do it if the BMOs weren't there.
Yeah, and to answer chat, the Diamond Stair could drop into, yeah, absolutely. Chat talked about the Diamond Stair. Yeah, this could absolutely drop into. I assume Kingdahl cleared it. And as Yumi is saying, yeah, all the exceptions to rooms that can and can't drop in first quest all involve 1, 4, and 5. So the Diamond Stair in particular will not drop in those 3 dungeons, but does drop in level 2.
And if Kingdahl didn't clear it, it was not a problem.
I mean, we're down to the Dig Dogger, the Pulse voice, and this Pulse voice room, and the Wizard room, and maybe this room to the left. I'm gonna assume that we saw the room to the left. Meanwhile, Kingdahl's gonna go up and then do the northeast corner. I'm sure we did see this room. I don't remember seeing any Zols. There's some hints we can't afford.
Ooh,
There it is. The raft. Okay, cytown's done. Is he gonna take on the Pulse voice? I disagree with this. It does have BMOS, so yeah, this is gonna be long and slow for a Triforce you may not need anyway, and you can come back with the bow later and just kill it in like 3 seconds. So cytown says, "I'm here now. I want to do it right now. I can do it." He can do this right now.
Okay, cytown. I have to agree with you, Tracy. This is, yeah.
Let's see if he bails on it now. And now Kingdahl has got bomb issues, and we still haven't found a candle. No, cytown, leave, just leave. It'll still be here when you have better things to kill it with. And to be clear, I'm not saying that cytown can't do this room. He's more than capable of doing this room. He's one of the best combat players we have. I'm saying that it's slow to do it now. Instead of doing it super fast later. In the meantime, Kingdahl found's level 1, and we don't care about that key door because we have the any key. We do care about this river. We do not have a ladder yet.
Yep, and we might be ladder block out of 1.
We're going to try and pirouette some bomb holes first. First one, and that was unsuccessful. And I do believe he came from the east, which means that would have already opened. So we are indeed ladder blocked out of 1.
Yeah. Anytime I start seeing a room like that, I'm like, yeah, I'm more than willing to bet, especially with that kind of start. Hey, I assume I'm ladder blocked.
Alright, so chat asking how pirouette works. The way that works is the game gets confused. I will not go into any more detail than that in terms of why it works. But if you go into a dungeon, leave, and come back, it'll open the door directly in front of you. Additionally, if you can go any direction outside the dungeon, it'll open that door. Obviously, if it exists, so like a bomb wall has to exist for it to open. But yeah, it'll open that as well. Cytown does get his Triforce. We'll be done with level 2, never to come back. There's your large secret, Vincent. 86 rupees.
Yeah,
Not great,
okay.
but way below average.
Yeah.
Kingdahl with 184 rupees, we'll be able to buy a candle when he sees it, so that's at least nice.
Yep.
37 for the mid, though. That's really good.
How about the fact that he has already almost maximum rupees already?
He's at 221. He can go a little bit higher before he gets to maximum. Cytown immediately can turn this raft and hope that his efforts were not to waste. Now, fortunately, it was not in a difficult room.
Yeah, but at least that will give him an advantage because I don't think Kingdahl is going to be going back to 2 anytime soon.
He's gonna go back to 2 when he needs the Triforce there, when he has a bow. And yeah, I agree with chat, you know, that raft is really big if it ends up being required. Unfortunately, it is the raft, and we've already checked one spot, and it's not required so far, but, you know, jury's still out. Oh, 49 rupee candle, let's go.
That's
nice and
pretty
cheap.
nice price.
Kingdahl gonna do the Dead Woods, which, funny enough, only has 2, always open burn spots. So the Dead Woods is not as lucrative as we kind of tend to think of it as. Two of those spots are the one's a quest 1 only, one's a quest 2 only. They happen to be both 100 rupee caves in vanilla. Yeah, I like the air purchase. We have the money, might as well spend it before it gets taken away. And maybe if we get another large secret, it won't overflow us. But yeah, the first take any. But yeah, the Deadwood's only going to guarantee 2 burn spots. The other 2 are about a third to open. I don't like to call them 50-50 spots because there are more locations in Quest 2 than there are in Quest 1. So when you're on a mixed quest overroll with first quest money, it means about a third of them will open. 2 take-any's. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Kingdahl is looking pretty healthy now.
I mean, 6 hearts is the magical number so that you just don't have to worry about getting the white sword item. You'll just be able to pick it up when you get it. And we won't be losing hearts because we have an any key mugger, which means we'll just be giving up keys if they show up again.
Alright, is Cytown going to be trying to get a bomb force here? He did take a pop here, so he's on 2 right now.
Gonna try and bomb this guy at the same time as opening this cave. And he gives up on it.
Yep.
And it was the bomb force too, which is unfortunate. He does get the letter though. Cytown is one of those runners that almost always will pick that up unless it's super late and he's already grabbed a potion out of it, take any. Kingdahl meanwhile finds level 3.
Let's see what we got going on in 3. There's at least I should be pretty easily accessible.
And not necessarily. The Goma that is a push block room, so you may not be able to pick that up.
Yeah. Oh.
And Cytown finds level 7. Let's see what he does here. At least take a quick dip. Whether he stays in here or not, we'll see. That is a ladder block. It's not much of a ladder block because there may not be any rooms below that, and the rooms above that will not be logically behind the ladder. Hey, more wizards. In a push block room that goes south, so we may not be able to get into that room without killing the wizards.
At least we don't have to worry about the Triforce being blocked by that wizard room.
Yeah, in this flag set, I'm more worried about items being blocked by tough combat, because, like, you don't necessarily need all the Triforces. Typically, even if you do need all the Triforces, you can just, again, come back at the very end. And you have all the things. Recorder in level 3. So that's going to open up a bunch of spots for Kingdahl. Unfortunately, this room is not opening for Cytown. I think he's bomb blocked out of this dungeon. There may be one way to go up. Nah, he's going to leave.
Yeah. Unfortunate. You probably would have liked to take that 7.
I think that's very fortunate, because digging a large 7 early in a seed that may not require you to ever touch 7, I think it's not necessarily what you want to be doing. He's going to get his candle, though.
Yep, and so both of our runners have candles. They got... Just both runners need a way to get bombed.
Yeah. I mean, Kingdahl has 3 bombs, so he's okay for now.
Oh man, this is a tough room.
And Cytown's going to join Kingdahl in level 3, so he should get that recorder. It's a really good time to get the recorder. Yeah, we know where the Triforce is. We got the item. I mean, maybe Kingdahl's looking for the heart? There's really no reason for him to stay in this dungeon.
Yeah, he was just seeing if he could get the Triforce out of there.
Is that the Triforce? If that's the Triforce room, we're coming back later.
Yeah, that was the Triforce room.
Okay. And he says, you know what? We'll come back later. Or maybe we won't come back at all. Because maybe the game will be kind and make it only... not have to have all the Triforce to all the dungeons.
Yeah.
Dad asking if he has to make the attempt for the heart. I mean, it's not unreasonable to make the attempt for the heart, but... I mean, these guys don't need the extra hearts.
Yeah, I don't expect him to go... I don't expect him to go after heart. At all. Oh.
Yep, there's the map.
Hello, we're Z, and now we get a look at another look at 7 here.
Yeah, so Kingdahl with 6 bombs might be able to get a little bit further, which could be good or bad, depending on what this 7 decides to give us. There's that compass for cytown. I believe this next room is going to give him one of the... Yeah, no, it's mostly the one after this.
Yeah.
There's a like with a... No, sorry. There's a recorder in a... No, it's just on the floor. There's a little more incentive for Cytown to go after that heart just because he only has 4 and Kingdahl has 6. So Cytown not yet guaranteed to pick up the white sword item.
But that staircase was going to be the heart there, so...
Yeah, well, exactly. And just more incentive for Cytown to try and get it because of the... just because he doesn't have the 6 for the white sword item yet. He's gonna try and kill. He's gonna go ahead and kill these Gibdos because they hopefully will drop him some bombs.
Yeah. Looks like.
Nope.
He is not going to get a bomb.
Wow, this is
there.
some of the worst bomb luck I've ever seen. Like, this is just epically bad. I think he's gotten 1 bomb drop this entire seed.
Good maneuvering. Paul's voice are saying, "Come on, take a pop, take a pop. Come on, come on." And Cytown says, "No."
It's the bad news. Let's see if he tries for the heart. He's gonna try. Okay, was thinking about it. It's decided not to try for the heart. It's gonna also come back later.
And we got a little bit more sight of level 7. Trying to transport. Already has candle, doesn't need that shop anymore.
Yeah, this is the one nice thing for Cytown here is he's got the recorder going this direction where all the recorder spots are, whereas Kingdahl has already left these locations.
Yep, and he will have all the burn spots in the forest available. And he's going to get more hearts.
Yep, there are 2 take-inies down here, so he's going to get up to 6 hearts. A little unfortunate because I know Cytown likes to grab a potion out of these. And I don't think he would do that until he has the 6th heart, unless he'd already seen the white sword item, and of course we haven't seen that yet.
Nope. But he's going to be able to take a look at Recorder Lake, so let's see what's behind Recorder Lake.
Yeah, this is the one, the recorder spots that will always open. There are in fact 2 recorder spots that always open, this one, and not coincidentally at dungeon locations, this one and the one that we tend to think about when we talk about mixed quests as 2Q3 was also 1Q2, just not under a lake in first quest.
Oh, and we got a big dogger fight here.
Alright, cytown finally gets a bomb drop.
Oh! Big dogger, is it me or... It seems like a lot of the bosses here, minus like Big Dogger's full vanilla.
Well, the boss HP is not changed in this flag set. Now, the little diglets from the Dig Doggers are not considered bosses, so they will go ±2.
Okay.
Oh, Kingdahl is close to the Triforce. We haven't seen a map yet, and more importantly, we haven't seen the item yet.
I agree.
Oh, there's the map.
Oh, I thought it was segmented for a second.
Yeah, it looked it for a second, but there's one little choke point there that you can see, and there's another Dig Dogger. So it's good that cytown left this dungeon because there's Dig Doggers everywhere, and he didn't quite have the recorder yet when he was in here.
Trying to preserve his bond. Does he make it? He gets the kill. Oh, managed to dodge the whirlwind.
Alright, this is a potential push block room. We'll see if there's anything here. cytown gonna get... Okay, I think he was thinking about that. Potion, double checks he has the letter, so he knows he can get a potion elsewise. Picks up the heart to get him up to 6. If he'd already had 6 hearts, I guarantee you he's buying the potion there. Gonna also buy arrows. That bait is pretty cheap. I would consider that purchase right now. We're still in exploration mode and still gonna be losing lots of money to door repairs, but you know, I also hate having bait in my inventory because it tends to mess me up.
Alright. Where is cytown going? Back to
gonna
the
go back,
forest.
yeah, back to the forest because he couldn't burn any of these bushes when he was here last time.
And he can check first quest 2 spot.
We've seen that. It was in any road.
Oh, right.
And we do find level 6, and we find a ladder block to the left. And 6 often ends to be stacked to the left. We may not be able to go very far in this dungeon, but we're gonna go to the right and see what happens there. We do find a stair. This could even be a super room, because this room does drop, and that could be an item. Nothing dropping, and it's a transport, because of course it is.
I love that bomb upgrade.
Yeah, +6? Yeah, absolutely.
I wouldn't put it past them if they decide, oh, I'm just gonna go kill that Wizrobe room now with my 14 bucks.
No, there's no reason to go back there until you have to. You might not even grab that Triforce because of that Wizrobe room. They're potentially better places to go. There's no reason to rush it right now. Right now, you want to find your overworld information. You want to find level 9. Find out how many Triforces you need. You want to find items. You've already seen a level 1 that's a hard ladder block. You'd like to be able to get into there. Well, there's our item. It's a red candle. We don't need that.
Yeah, we're going to skip that. And that was ladder blocked on top of that.
Yeah, I don't mind seeing... I mean, I like a red candle. It's still early enough to be useful. But, you know, this is the second quest where it's going to help you get around red bubbles and stuff. So it kind of loses its desirability. You already have the blue candle. So, you know, just knowing that the information is really big for Kingdahl. Knows he never has to come back here Cytown, if late in the game looking for silvers or looking for a bow, could end up looking for that red candle and spending a lot of time. In fact, if you're Kingdahl, you hope that happens because he spent a lot of time in this level 7. And is going to get a Triforce out of it, but is also only getting information in terms of items, not going to be getting, something really good.
Yeah. And look at where that Triforce is in level 6.
Yeah, that's pretty normal for level 6. It tends to often look like a big version of its vanilla self.
Looks like.
But Kingdahl with those bombs, I think we'll go to Death Mountain and try and figure out what's going on there. When you have that many bombs and you're right there, it just makes sense.
And we got
He's gonna do East first. Kind of like East first when you have the recorder, but not the power bracelet. There's another push block potential for cytown in level 6. What?
The mom was just trolling cytown. It's like, no, I'm not going to go that. I'm going to go this way. Oh, no, I'm not going to go that way. Woo, that's a big thing.
I mean, it's 6. What do you expect? Yeah. You always expect a large 6. Nice bombs on the floor for cytown there. Which means he can use the ones he had to kill these guys quicker. And this will be an item or a heart. It is the heart, so the floor drop will be the item, unless the coast heart's here, in which case we can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, floor 6, 7, and 8. When you know you have to search for a floor item, it's always feels bad.
And I could try that way. We get through the other way.
I mean, we've already seen the transport staircase. This has to go through. The question is, can we get through? We can't go through because of the Goma. We might be able to do some other checks more towards the right side. Or there might be paths from the original transport that we might be able to take.
Yeah, we have a roadblock. Okay.
Yeah, there's a few more rooms we can get to that might help us out. A little surprise sight. Looks like cytown hasn't gone north. Maybe he also wants to check this little nub here. Good bomb.
Okay. There's one on the item.
Kingdahl, meanwhile, does find level 8 in Death Mountain.
This is another one of the bigger dungeons, but this is actually the nicer of the big dungeons, just because of the fact that you could potentially get 2 items on it.
Yeah, level 8, yeah, tends to be a little more popular than 6 and 7 just because of that. Enemy sets not too bad in either one of these dungeons, either 6 or 8. So, much nicer to dig these than the Surprise Wizrobe dungeons. Cytown running out of rooms in the 6 that he can get to. If it is bow block, the item, he does know it won't be the bow, but it could be the silvers, which is always a little bit scary.
Yep.
There's one more room he should be able to get to in the far bottom corner, I know, towards the left, and I think he's going to go there, just try and get something out of this level 6. Kingdahl finds a spiral staircase that he's going to have a little trouble getting into with only 1 heart and a Gliok guarding it. Also, that room can drop, so he might have to kill the Gliok. It does take a death.
So if you're cytown, you want to find the bow in here.
I mean, if you're cytown, you just want to find something in here. Unfortunately, if this is the item room, he's not going to be able to pick it up without the ladder. but we do want to find out at least. It is just a 5er in the center, so the item is definitely behind that. I'm not going to say definitely, because there were 2 columns going up there, but I do believe one was blocked by the Goma, and the other one was blocked by something else, or maybe he just tried to bomb north and he couldn't. So we're going to assume Goma block for now, and move on with our lives.
It's 100% Goma block, because the other tried to bomb north and it wouldn't bomb north.
Okay, there you go.
Ooh, that 8 is also pretty big.
I mean, it's 8. I mean, if you're getting excited about a large 8, then I have much worse 8s to show you.
I just like to hope for a smaller 8. That's all.
Nah, I don't hope for a smaller 8, because that means a larger 9. Although, as often happens, the smaller 9s are often more trollier.
Those are my favorite. Smaller 9s.
Yeah, both, kind of treading water here. Each has gotten a Triforce out of a dungeon with an item that really isn't useful. The raft proving to not have anything behind it. The red candle that Kingdahl couldn't even pick up. Not something you particularly want to see when you know both runners know there's blocks coming up. Cytown with the bow block in level 6. Kingdahl having seen the ladder block in level 1. Cytown hasn't seen that ladder block yet, but he's going to soon.
We hope so. I think that the Stick 8 has to turn out with something, because
No, it doesn't. We have lots of overworld spots we haven't covered. All these burn bushes Cytown is doing, we're seeing for the first time. So it could just be another dungeon that has something. Certainly level 8 can have something. It's got 2 items, right? So it wouldn't surprise me if Kingdahl finds something really nice here. But in the meantime, Cytown's doing a bunch of overworld exploration, and we haven't even found the white sword item. So there's still a lot of overworld to be cleared before we determine that level 8 is absolutely the answer, or an answer, because as I often say, especially this early, with so many things missing, there's going to be multiple answers. You're not going to get. You can only get 2 items out of 8. It won't have ladder, bow, and silvers, for instance.
Oh shoot!
Now there's magic sword. A little more likely we see magic sword in general in this flag set because extra candles not being on. You're going to get that first heart. Cytown gonna buy some bombs. There's also a 77 rupee key that we don't care about because it's any key. It does sometimes feel like the keys roll cheaper when you don't need to buy them.
Alright. We're going to be able to explore this nub here. Ooh, nice free bomb pack for Kingdahl.
Yeah, I see Malkier in chat. Always check your nubs, he says. Level 5 for Cytown, so something could be in here too. If there's nothing in 8, and we have a small Triforce entry, Cytown might not ever even find level 8. Immediate map is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually we have 2 Malkiers. We have the Malkier with the K who's doing our tracking this morning. Thank you for getting up early with us to track the race for us. White sword for Cytown. Not a required item, but surely a nice thing to find. And of course, one of our admins, Malkier with the CH. One of the, met him personally. One of the nicest, both really nice people. But Malkier with the CH, I've met in person. One of the nicest people in the community. Both excellent community members, great people. We'll have to get Malkier with the K to SG Live.
Well.
Alright, transport or container heart for Cytown here. Transport. You don't mind it as much, you already got the sword.
Yeah.
And I agree with you, Rick. We need to get all the Z1R people to SG Live. Nah, SG Live's more fun. than that other thing that Malkier CH is mentioning.
Well, we found the heart container in 8 now.
Yeah, so now one you're right is on the floor in 8. Again, that's another one of those dungeons. And this will be a very quick 5 for Cytown. I can make him feel a little bit better about things.
Yeah, at least improve combat. Like, for some of the enemies. Like the loose rope.
And we get a power bracelet as our white sword item. So that opens up for Cytown all but the 2 ladder spots on the overworld, which is really good for him. We'll have to double back for a few of the power bracelet spots, but we'll not have to. Like Kingdahl is going to be clearing this Death Mountain, and if the... Oh, we didn't actually see this Raph spot, so... Raph not yet useless. Alright, Raph's useless.
Yep.
There's some money though, 37 rupees. I'll take a Raph for 37 rupees and call myself lucky I got something. Not really what you're hoping for, but you know, it's not like he cleared one of the awful rooms in level 2 to get it. He cleared an easy room to get it.
Alright, so are we ladder blocked on that upper part of the...
I was watching Cytown. It certainly is possible, and that's always the scary thing on these larger dungeons. You get super, super deep in them, and just find out you can't get anything because of the ladder.
Alright, so we haven't been in this room, and what's here?
Just a key. Yeah, and actually what's really unfortunate, as Yumi's pointing out in chat, is Kingdahl has gone through all his bombs, so he's not going to be able to continue exploring Death Mountain, so that advantage he had of those bombs to do that is essentially gone. Cytown gonna get the bad news that this level 1 is completely ladder blocked. And let's see if he's gonna try and pirouette the front. He knows the wall to the right won't open because he up A'd out of a key door. That would just automatically open that. It does have a power bracelet spot to the... I don't know if he checked the power bracelet spot to the right. He's going to finish clearing the start area. There's Magic Sword for Kingdahl. Not going to be able to pick that up yet. Or the Magic Hockey Stick. We haven't talked about the... one of my favorite sprites. It's a simple change of what Link looks like into a hockey player. Gotta love it. And Cytown grabs the heart. I thought he might grab the potion there, but... I know for Cytown, sometimes if he gets an inkling of a lot of early hearts, he'll prioritize the hearts and hope to get a magic sword now. And with the letter, that helps because he's got plenty of money to buy a potion whenever he wants.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that the magic sword might be on his venue right now because of the combat
He's got the white sword. He's not really thinking about the magic sword, but he's not discounting it either. Sometimes he'll go aggressive and not bother picking up any hearts at all once he gets to about 6. And he's at 8 now, so... he's gonna go and go into this level 7. And, you know... This time he should be able to do the things. Last time he was in here, there were a lot of dig doggers in this dungeon, and it was looking rather recorder blocked when Kingdahl went through it, so it's a good thing he didn't stay in here.
Yeah.
He's also got the money for that bomb upgrade, which will be really nice for him.
You will definitely find that bomb upgrade.
Well, I never say definite anything. Because the runners are gonna do what they're gonna do, and it doesn't always involve going into places that have the things that they would necessarily like to have, but yeah, I mean, yeah, and then suddenly Cytown's getting all the bomb drops, and I think some of those were forces.
Oh,
and there's that white sword for Kingdahl. But yeah, that white sword for Cytown in level 7 is going to let him get through this dungeon a little faster than Kingdahl did.
What's Kingdahl doing?
Looking for the Triforce. Oh, there it is. Go grab it.
Yeah, you left the Triforce and it popped into that room.
Alright, cytown finds the red candle a lot faster than Kingdahl did, so knows that all that he gets out of here is the Triforce. Could still find that bomb upgrade, which would be great. Might be over here. Nope, it's not over here. And Kingdahl is going to get the power bracelet. So we're, other than the Triforce and the Raft out of 2, we're on fairly even footing here. See if cytown spends a bunch of time in level 8 as well.
I don't think cytown is going to find that bomb upgrade.
Yeah, no, he's not, which is fine. A little unfortunate, but, you know. So he's not going to get a bomb upgrade, because this flag set puts the bomb upgrades in 5 and 7. So no bomb upgrade for cytown. He knows that, because he knows what the flags are. Gonna check this power bracelet spot, and I imagine he'll do some of Death Mountain.
Simultaneous.
Gotta love
Money
it.
grab.
Yeah, no, not just money grabs, but 37 rupee grabs.
There's a bunch of bombs.
Yeah, I mean, now the cytown's got bombs. He's been doing a pretty good job of forcing, except for that one poor Octorok force that he had set up and just didn't follow through on. But yeah, I don't see him going back in. I see, you know, in chat, you know, not discounting it. I absolutely discount it because he doesn't know where in the dungeon it is. It is absolutely a strat that if you know exactly where that bomb upgrade is, going back and grabbing it as soon as you know, when it comes, when you need it. And I love that strat. But cytown doesn't know where those bomb upgrades are. They could be, you know, as far as he knows, he doesn't even have the map to 7. As far as he knows, it could be super deep in that dungeon. You're not going to go searching for it. And cytown, an expert at forcing bombs, so.
Yeah, he is preparing to force bombs right now as we speak. Because
yeah, I mean, he's got 4, and he'd already taken the bop to do it, so. Oh, level 9!
Level
Let's
9.
go! What do we got? Ooh, the scary 5. The scary 5. That's, you know, especially if you feel like you have an advantage in your play. You don't want to see 5. You want to see 8. cytown finds level 8. Oh, Kingdahl is right by level 9. He didn't get there because he ran out of bombs in 8. We'll see how long cytown stays in here. There's a good chance that this is ladder blocked. You just go in a few more rooms. And yeah, I agree with Mako. This is kind of a race for ladder. With knowing, like, Kingdahl didn't know the 5 Triforces, I would not be digging this dungeon right now if I were cytown. You know it's 5 Triforces, you may never need to do this. This room right, maybe this room here stops him. We've seen, I mean, we know we can get to more of this dungeon. He's only got the 1 bomb left. Yeah, ladder and bow. But, yeah, because the bow will open up level 6. That could hide our ladder. And silver is always a thing.
Yeah.
Because we got all the, like I said, the only overall blocking item we don't have is that ladder. And those are the 2 locations that are, you know, 1/3 to open up anyway.
Yeah, I think cytown has seen every level but 4.
We might not care about 4. But if it turns out we're not ladder blocked and cytown can pull the item out of here, huge advantage cytown. Otherwise, he's just giving back all the time that Kingdahl spent in here earlier. Heck, you know, if you can get the item or the Triforce, really. The one incentive, and, I mean, 7's close enough to where 9 is, that you have a pretty decent recorder spot. But of course, having a recorder spot literally right next to 9 would be great. And yeah, I agree with chat saying that Cytown gained a ton of time in level 7. And meanwhile, Kingdahl is going to be doing all these checks that Cytown already did.
He was able to clear out the Gleeok at least.
Yeah, I mean, it's a drop room, so you want to do that. Unfortunately, we don't need... The only thing we care about are items, hearts, and maps, compasses. We don't care about keys.
Yeah. But I don't think Kingdahl cleared that Gleeok, so...
No, so it's information for Cytown.
Oh.
Yeah, that room is no good.
Yeah.
Moat trap rooms when you don't have a ladder are just awful.
They would have thought this in a new spot here with the power bracelet.
Yeah, Cytown hasn't gone back and done all the East power bracelet spots yet. Now there is, I'm a little surprised. He's missing, yeah, like chat said, he's missing level 4. This might be the heart container that we... Oh, no, that's the Gleeok room. That was the transport. And yeah, KD going back to 2, it looks like. Maybe going to 6, because he should have just found it in this burn spot. In fact, it was probably headed back to 2, and, you know, is going to get distracted by 6, and if he stays in here, we'll get the bad news that he can't do anything here without the bow.
Yep.
Map for Cytown.
Yeah, map. Right, we already knew what this looked like.
Yeah, it looks like a level 8. A lot of these dungeons have very characteristic looks. Now, 8 and 7 can do weird things, but more often than not, they're just big chunky blocks. If we had a book, we might actually be able to understand that guy.
Oh.
That should be a bomb force. There's no way Cytown's not what you want to see when you force a bomb. If he's gonna kill Robe and get a bomb, he can go back and kill the Dongo.
Yeah, he's coming back. I mean, this will still be a nice.
No, he's basically traded 1 bomb for 6, so it worked out. And we've seen this room, and there's nothing here. So essentially, the runners have traded places in digging out awful dungeons. This should be the heart container. I shouldn't say it's nothing. It is a... Oh, no! No! Okay! Never mind. I saw this room. Did Kingdahl not clear it?
I don't think we've seen that room.
No, I swear we saw this room. With the single block, I remember thinking this... Maybe? I don't know. There could be another room that's just like it that we saw. That's certainly possible. Now, Wand is not progression. Even though it's probably my favorite item in the game, it is still not progression, and it doesn't open a thing up for Cytown.
Yeah, because the staircase had the heart, so... Yeah,
the staircase that Kingdahl found had the heart. Cytown hasn't found that stair. We know he's looking for a 4 item. He doesn't know that, but obviously until you know, you're gonna clear all the 4 rooms. But yeah, Cytown is gonna be very quick with his combat now with that wand and white sword combination. There's that shoot room blocking things.
Yep.
So this has to bomb, because otherwise there's no other way to get to that corner.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm asking the same question, Melchior. I don't know how Kingdahl missed that one. He had the map, so he knew the room was there.
At least Cytown got some more bombs. And getting even more bombs.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job at keeping his bomb count up. That's one of the things I've noticed with the top players in this game, is that they're always conscious of their bomb count, always setting up forces no matter what the situation is. They always know.
So, I am wondering about the top LED section because I know Kingdahl wasn't able to get over there.
Yeah, unfortunately, cytown, if it's ladder block, cytown's not gonna be able to get over there any more than Kingdahl did. But we have not confirmed any sort of blocks here in level 8. More speculation, whereas like the 6-6 that Kingdahl is in right now, we know that it's bow block.
Okay.
Okay, this must be the heart container here. Yep.
Yeah,
cytown's still picking him up, so he's still got magic sword on his mind. And chat asking if we've seen all of West DM. We have seen some of West DM. Right now, cytown is in the cave 2 east of the Quest 2 letter cave. Level 9 is in between. Kingdahl did not see level 9 when he was up there because he ran out of bombs digging level 8. And the rest of West Death Mountain has gone unchecked.
Let's see what this has in store. This is the section that Kingdahl has not seen yet of this level 8.
Yeah, cytown now know he's looking for a floor drop, so that'll help him out.
Last chance. I think this almost has to have the item.
Oh, there's still lots of this dungeon we haven't seen, but funny that didn't bomb down. Just have to go around the long way.
Alright, so what have we not seen?
Pretty much it's kind of the center. I remember when Kingdahl checked his map at one point, because he had taken the transport. I'm not sure if cytown ever took that transport. It was like the entire middle section was unchecked. And more old man wisdom or not so wisdom. Yeah, cytown's looking like he might make a different decision out of here. He's gonna go back in. And Kingdahl gets the bad news that he is bow blocked out of level 6. Oh, not yet. Oh yeah, he's still got that room in the bottom corner that we know is nothing. So this might send him over back to level 2, and if he like he's got the recorder, so he's probably gonna kill the dig dogger. But hopefully he doesn't bank on. Book. Okay, we got a book. cytown getting both items out of here. Neither are progression, though, which is really interesting. Which means that, let's see, level 1's ladder block, level 3 we've got the recorder out of, level 5 has a sword, level 6 is bow block, which means we have to find level 4.
Yes.
And that's going to be our bow or ladder in level 4.
Yep. Alright.
Kingdahl hadn't seen the heart in level 6. And cytown's gonna hope to get the Triforce out of here so he can record her back here. Having cleared so much of this dungeon, I can see why he wants to finish it out. And with the enemy set we have in this dungeon, that wand fire is not a hindrance at all. It just melts down these enemies.
Now the question is, where that Triforce is?
Well, there's the compass. Oh, we're just 2 rooms away.
And he was already in that room.
Yeah.
Okay, what's in that room? Why were we not able to grab the Triforce out of it?
No, we're about to find out. Oh, bomb pack and a bunch of bomb droppers. And cytown has 2 bomb chances with that clock showing up. Doesn't get either one, but still has 5 bombs. It's going to be enough to do more of West Death Mountain.
Is there a possibility of a ladder block?
Yeah.
Yep, 100% ladder block. Okay, we can't get the Triforce out of 8.
Yeah, we might never get the it's actually kind of convenient because like it's right next to 9. So if Cytown gets 4 essentially this takes him to a 4 Triforce need because he can just get he knows where the Tri is in 8. So he can skip so he doesn't have to go back and get some of these other Triforces. Like he doesn't have to, like if he doesn't have to necessarily go back to 6. He doesn't necessarily have to go back to 1. But right now he knows he needs to find level 4, and that's what he's on the lookout for.
Oh, and Kingdahl's back in level 2.
Yeah, that's where he was headed when he got distracted by level 6. And he's not. I don't think he's gonna last locate this this item because hopefully he goes into that room with the Zols. It's under the O at the top, which is where the raft is. Instead of trying to kill the Blue Wizzy room that was the other possibility for him. The Blue Wizzy room I think has the heart container because I believe that's the only room we didn't clear. We did not get a heart container out of 2.
Yep.
And KD still doesn't have the knowledge that level 4 is the answer, and unfortunately. Probably going to follow that raft, but is going to continue following that power bracelet. We have not seen all the power bracelet spots, so it's entirely possible he could still get to level 4 first. Cytown got a recorder back to 7. Unfortunately, oh no, he's got bombs. There's a bomb shop right here. He's going to buy bombs into East Death Mountain.
Yep, and I think our level is potentially at Boki's arrow.
I mean, well, okay, so we have East Death Mountain to do, and the arrow is part of that. We also have a couple of power bracelet spots in the northeast. So, Cytown is probably going to do East Death Mountain, then go back to start if he doesn't find level 4, and hit those power bracelet spots. And I say again, if you don't know where the bomb upgrade is, and Cytown has seen level 5. We're talking about getting that bomb upgrade. Cytown has seen only about not even a quarter of that level 5. That if he knew where the bomb upgrade was, 100% go get that bomb upgrade. But when you have to dig a dungeon to find it, no, there's no way. You just go buy your bombs. They're not overly expensive. They're only 3 above the normal. They're not super cheap, but once Cytown has bombs, he can just force and he'd be fine. Yeah, Malkyr asking a good question. Cytown, I'm pretty certain did make it to the top of the waterfall. And yeah, Kingdahl did die up there. Yeah, but he didn't see that it was 1 room west of the White Sword. Yeah, if I'm wrong and he did see it, then sure. By all means, go get it. A little surprised he didn't actually he didn't clear didn't check the arrow. Okay, that's fair, yeah. If you know where the bomb upgrade is, yeah, that's fair. Buy the bomb upgrade. Yeah, so Cytown's gonna finish up these power bracelet spots. Like I said, a little surprised he didn't grab the arrow. It is slow to get to, no matter... Oh, hints. Well, there you go.
Whoa.
Level 4 has a ladder, and it is behind a power bracelet. That is really good information. We already know about the wand. And if Cytown's saved on his last up A, he's going to be able to retry right back into this money. And I think he's where I would be, which is like, did I actually save? Yeah, because you don't want to lose that progress. And 111 rupees is still plenty. So there's a really good chance that this right here is going to be level 4. And it is.
Alright. We have all of our levels located.
Yeah, Cytown with a huge knowledge advantage on Kingdahl at this one. Kingdahl didn't actually get the raft out of 2, it looks like. Insta-compass, that's nice.
Keep on not going to that top left room. Alright, and we got a dig 4.
Now, blue ring purchase for Kingdahl. Had the money for it, found the shop, makes sense. This might be a preparation of doing that wizard room in level 2, and I really hope he finds the other room and doesn't bother with the wizard room. Cytown's gonna go ahead and pick up this Triforce. He knows he has to go back in and find that floor item, which is the ladder.
Yes, and with that, he is going to have to. He probably will up to dig 1 first.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, 1. We know 1 is ladder blocked. We don't know what the items are in 1. You hope to find a bow in there, or bow and/or silvers in there. The really interesting question is, do you go if silvers aren't if silvers aren't in 1? Do you go back to? In fact, let me think about this for a second. Yeah, bow is in 1. Bow is 100% in 1. Can't be a 9. 6 is bow block. We got the items out of all the other dungeons. So Cytown's going to have a decision to make. He's going to clear 1 and hope he gets the silvers as the other item. And then he's going to have a choice between going to level 9 or going to level 6. And I always say, yeah, we didn't say, God, there's still so much as 6 left that I imagine he'll go to 9.
Yeah.
But you full clear 1. You make it so you know that your bow is, 2/3 chance of just being in 9, or sorry, your silvers. And since with the book especially, you can get that. You've got 2 ways to get kicked out if it's wrong, if the silvers are in 6, because the old man might tell you.
Well, it will be 6 that will have the silvers no matter what. So yeah.
I mean, it's a 1/3 chance for level 6, and and Malkyr makes a good point because it's not that many rooms left in 6, but it's the thing I always say: you lose more time getting it wrong. You lose more time getting it wrong if it's not. If the answer is 9 and you don't go there, you lose more time. That said, if you have it narrowed down good enough, yeah, I can definitely see. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. 20% chance of the magic sword. It's right there. You check it, but yeah. I mean, if Cytown actually expected to pick it up, I'd be shocked.
Alright. Off to 1.
Yeah, meanwhile, Kingdahl back in this level 2. Again, please kill the Zols. Please find the Zol room.
Go into the room with the Zols.
No, he's in the room with the Pole's voice. You can do that first, which, again, that blue ring is going to help him out with this room, because now the Pole's voice will do a half a heart damage. The Beamos will do a quarter heart damage. But he's bombed the hole, and he looks like he's committed to this room, and it's just slow going, which is, even with the white sword, this is still slow to clear. And he's going to be very sad. This could be the heart container. I said the wizard room had it. I forgot we also had this room. Hey, look, a bow. like we couldn't have guessed it. And Cytown is going to get the other item and the Triforce out of here. Won't ever have to go back to 3 or 8, which is good.
And there's your round.
And might have to go back to 6. I mean, that is not what you want to find. Map, map. Go get the map. Okay, he's gonna go back and get the map.
Ooh. Very linear. Luckily enough, nothing should really stop us here.
Yes, Cytown is all the things now. And Kingdahl's gonna go ahead and finish out this dungeon and get the Triforce out of this Pole's voice room. Interesting enough, if Cytown hadn't cleared, he lost a ton of time clearing this Pole's voice room, and Kingdahl giving a lot of it back, although not completely so, because White Sword is still better than Wood Sword here. The fact is, if he had skipped the Triad of 2, it would be super convenient for him to just grab the Triad of 8 before going into 9 and just never go back to 2.
Alright.
Okay, well, if you're not going to find the silvers, that's probably the next best thing you can find. And given that the other choices are a heart container and a magic boomerang. So red ring in 1. And we'll see what decision cytown makes. Now, funny thing is, he's got enough of a lead that he could totally afford to go back to 6 and look for the silvers. But yeah, I'd go to 9. I'd go to 9.
Yeah. Agree.
Especially with the book. Like, there's multiple ways you can get kicked out. Kingdahl's found level 4. He doesn't know it, but this is exactly where he needs to be to get his ladder.
Alright, he has all his Triforces.
Yeah, Chad asking a good question. He can go check Mags. Not if he's recording. He's gonna check 6. This is spicy. He's gonna check 6.
Yep. And he only has 11 moves left in 6.
He's got that entire upper area. Could even grab the Triforce for the refill if it's conveniently placed near the item. If this is not silvers, it'll either be the Coast Heart or it'll be the magic boomerang.
Yeah, and I 100% don't see now cytown grabbing magical sword, even though he has enough parts for another attempt.
I mean, maybe. Oh yeah, he is looking for a floor drop. Yeah, so cytown is looking for a floor drop. It could even be in this room, which would be really funny. No, it's not. Like, people. Did we get something? No, we did not. That's always a bad feeling when you hear this item pickup sound and it's like, okay, did I just get a bomb or did I actually get something?
Yep.
Thanks, old man.
Yeah. Thank you. Kinda needed all these items.
Oh, it was silvers and 6! Okay, Malky, you just beat me, because I would have gone to 9. I totally would have gone to 9. Oh, we are going to get the magic. Oh, and he picks it up! It's 11. Oh my god.
Oh.
Alright, well, this race isn't over. Funny enough, this race really isn't over. So Kingdahl, assuming he's got to dig this ladder out of 4. He doesn't know it's here. And then he has to go get one other Triforce. Which, you're going to go to 1. Now, he doesn't know the bow is 1. But, like, it's still the first place you go. 2 items, small dungeon. With the ladder. But he's got a lot. He needs this level 9 to do its best to have a left-right divergence that cytown just completely gets wrong and Kingdahl completely gets right. Chad asking where the other hint shop was? I don't know. I don't think we ever saw it. Maybe we did. I don't remember seeing the other hint shop is my answer. Oh god, it's a big box. Oh my god. Okay, looks like we're gonna be able to get around it. Maybe. If not, we had a lot of bait shops, so they're definitely available if we need them.
Okay, can't get up there, but there has to be a Triforce that leads up there. Oh, we have the war already.
Yeah, Kingdahl doing raft checks, which is really unfortunate. He didn't get the ladder out of 4. That's really unfortunate. He didn't get the book out of 8 to get the hints. So this is really bad for Kingdahl. Hi, Ganon. Cytown with red ring, magic sword. No problem. Very nice build.
All right.
Oh, okay. Chat's saying he has the ladder. Oh, hi, Wizrobe. We have a magic sword now. Go down easily now. Yeah, so the max paid off not just for the quick Ganon kill, but like we have Wizrobes in level 9. how much I prioritize a magic sword into level 9 depends very greatly to me on whether or not I think wizrobes are possibly a 9.
Alright. Now, where is Zelda at?
He's somewhere. And yeah, I agree with chat that it'd be crazy to leave 4 without the item in Kingdahl's situation, so that's why when I didn't see it on the tracker, I'm like, wait a minute, he missed the ladder. Kingdahl into level 1, exactly where he needs to be. Of course, the problem for Kingdahl is I feel like he's less likely to go back to 6 for the silvers, given that how much time he spent in other dungeons, and the fact that like Cytown had it down to either 6 or 9, and Kingdahl still has 2 items in 8 that he hasn't seen. But does get his bow, which is the first step. That transport sucked.
Yeah.
It didn't take us very far. Take this up, this nice next one. Always nice when you ran into a blue wizard that you don't have to clear. And there's the hint, which unfortunately Kingdahl without the book won't be able to see that hint. Oh, compass. All right, we may be on the right track if this bomb it does open. All right.
Yep.
And 2 choices here. One of them's got to have a shutter door that opens. This one doesn't, though. So we're gonna go down.
Not there.
And there it is.
And everyone get your TJs ready for cytown as he takes the win here.
Finishing with an official race time of 1:14.25. That's a 5x4 seed, folks. That is a 1:14 5x4 seed, and you know what? That was a 5x4 seed that does not surprise me. That took 1:14, even for a top player like Cytown.
Yeah.
Certainly a very interesting race. Kingdahl gets his red ring. Looks like he's going to keep going at least for a little while. Kingdahl, how far behind Kingdahl is really just depends on silvers, because I bet he goes into 9 for silvers. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if we can get Cytown in for an interview. This may not be possible because I know he's not at home playing.
Yeah.
We'll see if he can use the hotel. The hotel Wi-Fi held up for him, so like shout outs to whatever hotel he's staying at.
Yep, for sure.
And this SpeedGaming broadcast not brought to you by any hotel chain, as Rick would say. Oh, here's the other issue. Kingdahl hasn't even seen 9. So he doesn't even know the Triforces he needs. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Is Kingdahl was an 8, used all his bombs in 8, and wasn't unable to go to the screen to the one to the west of that.
And he has all the PB spots to look at still.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 14 bombs, so he's going to be able to clear West Death Mountain pretty easily when he gets to it. But yeah, this is... All right, okay, well, Cytown's in chat.
Yeah.
So, we'll try and do this through chat, and he can answer. Yeah, it says, for anyone watching 2 years from now on YouTube, he says the mic on the laptop isn't working, but he can hear us, so... well, so first of all, GG's. How like, I mean, the turning point was really interesting. You both spent a ton of time in level 8. A ton of time in level 8. You got the wand and the book out of there, and Kingdahl didn't get anything. Putz wants to know why he didn't grab the bomb upgrade. Which I didn't even see that you saw, which is... Yeah, I mean, Wanda's good too, but Wanda's not... if you watch this back, as you'll hear me say, Wanda's my favorite item, it's a great item, but it's not progression. I don't remember if you had enough money in 5. Oh yeah, Putz wanted you to go back for it. So Drew's cytown doesn't have his color set, because I see him in blue. and fun fact, if you never set your color, that'll always happen, but once you set your color, you can't change it back, so... Okay, so back to the... it's level 8 was there, and then, the book ended up working out really well to you, because it basically told you exactly where level 4 was, and exactly that the ladder was in there, which was kind of nice. But did you, I mean, I gotta, like, that seed was so tough at the beginning, right? You dug out that raft in level 2, and then you went to, and that yielded nothing. Level 7 just had the red candle. You spent a lot less time. Yeah, you were miserable for quite some time. I gotta ask you, what sent you back to 6 instead of going straight to 9? Because I would still be in 9 looking for silvers. So 9 is 1 east of the vanilla quest 2 letter spot. All right, 6 is the only item you didn't get. That makes sense, yeah. Yep, totally makes sense, Cytown. So you went for it, yeah. Because I always say you lose more time getting it wrong outside of 9, but yeah, you didn't have that many spots left. But yeah, I mean, how nervous were you in this? Like, there's no way of knowing that Kingdahl wasn't right behind you, and he's not that far behind. Yeah, you did Yumi. Yumi and Malkier win this. Yumi, Malkier, and Cytown all win this one. I'm still looking at 9. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those. I'm always of the, if you know exactly where your item is, go back to that dungeon. But like it wasn't like we didn't know exactly where it was, and it's a floor drop, so like it made sense. It made sense to go back. It made sense not to go back. It's plus the 2/3, so. Whereas poor Kingdahl doesn't have the items out of 8, so for him it's a much harder proposition. Also, nice 11 heart magic sword. Oh, Kingdahl's gonna get the Triforce out of 3. Doesn't know he doesn't need it. Yeah, I mean, Cytown, you and I have had this discussion several times. Where, if the seed's giving you hearts, I know you'll tend to pick up hearts and go for that magic sword. And if the seed's not giving you hearts early, you'll usually stop at about 6. So when you didn't grab the potion out of the take any, when you already had the white sword item, or maybe you didn't have it, maybe you already had 6 hearts, I don't remember. I had an inkling that you were going to go for that magic sword.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Rick calling out one of our other top runners who's not in this tournament this year, but won last year, TA909. Only have a few rooms left in that big dungeon. Check it before 9. Yeah. Cytown, yeah, agree that yeah, we've had that discussion. Says, I knew you'd know my thinking. Yeah, I always laugh when people, because everybody knows Chester for picking up hearts, but Cytown has his own method, and I can tell when he's looking for that magic sword. And yeah, people know, yeah, it's the skip hearts guy, but nope.
All
right, Kingdahl gets the Triforce at a level 3. Yeah, and Mag's so close to start. That also helps. It's in the middle of nowhere. You kind of prioritize it less. And once you get the white sword, I thought maybe you'd prioritize it less, but nothing beat Red Ring Magic Sword into 9 just feels good, you know? And it was Wizrobe 9. And when you have a Wizrobe 9, it just, you want to have that extra combat. Kingdahl is going to find level 9, but not right away. He's close.
Yeah, he is going.
Yeah, this is unfortunate. He's going to get there the slow way. But yeah, I mean... okay, so here's a question for you, Cytown. Level 2 you knew the Triforce was under the Pole's voice, and I said, come back with Bow when it's really quick. And you decided, you know what? I'm going to go ahead, 3 hearts, wood sword. I'm just going to go ahead. It was BMOS, too. Like that actually is not an insignificant part of the deal. You decided to clear out that Pole's voice room and just get the try right now, instead of coming back with the Bow. I mean, funny enough, as it turns out, if you'd not cleared out that room, I think the answer would have been just go grab level 8's try before going into 9's. This is right next door and you knew where it was. But what was the deciding factor? Deciding, well, you know, I'm just going to go get this now.
Wow, Kingdahl is now in 9 now. And he does not have the book.
No, see, he's gonna have to find both items, get kicked out of here. Yes, I like your answer, Sai. Your logic was sound and my decision was stupid. All right, I don't know if I've I don't know if I. Oh, that's funny. But it worked out, so you know. Did Kingdahl not buy arrows? Why is he sorting down these Pole's voice? He's got them marked. Oh no, I know he bought arrows. He did it really early. I remember because he got him in the same room. You know, it was the same shop as like. I mean, yeah, I remember him buying arrows. He absolutely.
I think he has pause strats on, so he can't quick swap.
Yeah,
so
but
it's menuing stuff.
Quick swap is gonna. I mean, okay. Menuing is not gonna slow you. Is not gonna slow you down as much as sorting those guys down. All right. Well, we're in Vegas. Oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah, have a great day, Cytown. GG's again. Yeah, glad you were able to get this in from the hotel. Glad the hotel internet did not fail you. Good luck on the rest of the tournament. We'll follow Kingdahl as he finishes this out.
Alright. So,
a little unfortunate for Kingdahl having not checked Magic Sword. Or maybe he did. Did he get... let's see. Oh, no, he has it. He has it. A little hard to tell when it's the hockey stick. No, he's got quick swap on. See, there you go. Use your arrows.
Okay. And I don't know why.
No, maybe you've gone this long without a bow. Maybe you just forgot. Like, I've certainly done similar things. And the interesting question is, we never did get above that bait block. It's entirely possible that the item is just there.
Yeah, but we're going to find out if we can get above. Oh, we're above it.
Yeah, but we weren't directly. We've never seen the room directly above it, so it could be that room directly above is bait blocked, and we just can't get to it from any other direction. Yeah, Putz in chat saying I would just assume everybody auto-enables quick. So we have a handful of players that stick to the, like Diane is one of our best non-quick swap people. I personally use I don't know if the toggle's only been around for a couple years. I personally use the toggle. So I will turn on pause strats when I need them. I'm not nearly as good as someone like Diane when it comes to those pause strats, though. As a really neat innovation that Fred added, though, to do the toggle. Although the toggle can get me... Crystal Saber, one of the other notable ones. Although Crystal Saber we haven't seen for a while. But yeah, the toggle can get you in trouble, because sometimes I'll accidentally hit the select button, usually if I'm indecisive about an up A. And suddenly, I'll be trying to quick swap, and I'll pause instead.
Alright, What do we have in this?
Yeah,
It's
just another
another
transport.
I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, and this room is a troll staircase, nice little one-off. There's another one of those because he tried bombing up into that room above the 9, or below the 9, and it didn't bomb. So there's 2 of these one-offs that are just complete trash staircases and won't get you anything. On level 9, you never want to see that because you can't have unless you're playing Shuffle Minor Dungeon Drops, which you don't want to do. You never want to be in a room like that for level 9.
Alright. Oh, he now knows where Zelda is.
Yep, he knows where Zelda is. He knows where Ganon is. It is no longer. We talk about. I talk about losing time in 9 versus other dungeons. I believe that right there is the Silver's Light Elsewhere hint that would kick him out if he had the book. At this point, it's equal time loss whether you stay here or go to another dungeon.
This was a transport that...
Yeah, cytown came the other direction out of here. Yeah, nope, Malkir, he did not go to 6. Kingdahl has not gone back to 6 yet. And, in his case, it kind of makes sense because he didn't see either item out of 8. And unfortunately, could end up going back to 8 before going back to... I hope he goes back to 6 because the path to the item is a little more obvious there in 6 than is in 8, but 8's got 2 items, so yeah. And this right here, I believe, was a staircase that took us up diagonally. Will he forfeit before finding it? I don't know. I don't know what his tendencies in terms of some players will forfeit immediately. Some players will try and play it out, and some players will try and solve the puzzle before they forfeit. Or at least, in Kingdahl's case, there's that troll staircase. It's not unusual to see a runner that will just decide to, try and find the silvers in 9, and when they're not there, that's when they'll forfeit. Time differential is a tiebreaker. It's the last tiebreaker, but it's not inconsequential. So, yeah, 30-minute cap is correct. Yeah, unfortunately for Kingdahl, this is going to put him at 1 and 2. Still a lot of scary names going to be in that 1-2 bracket. So he's going to have to win 2 of the next 4. No, 2 of the next 3 to guarantee a spot in the upper bracket. Because we all know the 3-0s are all going to make it. And potentially some number of the 2 4s. So this is the week that some of our runners are going to punch their ticket to the brackets. Because... we already have a handful of 3-0 runners.
Nope, can't get up that way.
Yeah, and the other nasty thing about level 9 is items can be behind Zelda. Chat asking, doesn't strength the schedule rank before time differential? I believe time differential is the last tiebreaker, so yes. That is my understanding as well. There's that bait block. There's 2 or 3 rooms that we can't quite get into from there.
Yeah, this is the only room that we were able to go north of. So, and we actually bombed to either side of here.
I know we can't. Oh, there we go. We can go up. I know we can't go to the right because I swear Cytown checked that when he saw the bait block. Nothing's gonna get. They're not gonna get anything out of this room. Maybe he's trying to kill the Pole's voice for health. It didn't bomb up. So that area where Zelda is completely locked off by the staircase. Now, he has access to that staircase. He's been up there. I love Pole's voice in level 9. You use a lot of arrows to kill him, but they give you so much more money back.
Yeah, agreed. And
all right, I think that. Oh no, still going. I think he's leaving 9, which could be for bait. I mean, the bait stores were everywhere. It was like the game wanted you to buy bait. Yeah, we're gonna get the bait purchase. Hopefully that gets him the item so he gets out.
game's like, no, you can't have that fairy.
Yeah, I mean, the fairies are so often bait.
I hope he goes to 6 after this.
Well, yeah, I mean, the logic to going to 8 is 2 items. The logic to going to 6 is you have it better narrowed down to where the item is.
Yeah. The thing is...
Equations. Bait blocked silvers in 9. That never happened. Bait blocked and recorder blocked silvers in 9 was what that was. Referring to a TTP seed from last week.
I had a recorder blocked Zelda in one of my seeds. Alright. And this will unlock a couple rooms.
You can't get... Yeah, no, we already knew that didn't bomb. Oh, God. Zelda's room. Oh, my gosh. So these items have got to be up in the A column? And maybe that... We saw... I think we... Yeah, we saw the one off under the O. So it's the A column. It's got to have the items. I think we've seen everything else in this dungeon.
I think there's a room off to the right that Kingdahl had not seen yet. Off to the right of Zelda's room.
The room that he was just in, or the room that she's actually in? No, we've seen that room. But yeah, that bait block was a complete, yeah. Yeah, we've been in this room. We can't bomb to the left here. We've tried that. We tried bombing up here. So Kingdahl retracing some of his steps that he's already done. Yeah, he needs to take the transport that gets him under the 9. Actually, has he gone? Maybe this will take him up there. This key door. We can bomb. I don't know if we've bombed left here. And now we have, and it's not it.
Yeah, he's just not been to where, except for that one section, that one spot there.
Yeah, the items are in the A column. He looks like he's been everywhere else, except maybe, I don't know if we've seen those 3 rooms. I wasn't paying enough attention. I don't know if we've seen those 3 rooms all the way to the left at the bottom. We've seen the ones to the left at the top. Like this, because we've seen these rooms right here. So let's see if you can keep going past Zelda's room. That's gotta get him into those item locations. Yeah, it didn't, Putz. Okay, we in... This is... Cytown saw this room, but he certainly didn't push the block because he was just trying to get to Zelda at this point. So this could be something. And it is. It's the heart. And we have magic sword already. We don't need it. Okay, go up. We have not seen that room. This room is nothing. Doesn't even stay long enough to see the thing spawn there. It's probably a dig dogger, but we don't care.
Now has the path.
I think he already had the path. He's been in this room before. Yeah, he's double checking the push block, as you should. This could be the other item.
Because we hadn't seen this room.
No, because, yeah, is this a stair? I'm sorry, a transport or an item? It is the item. It is the blue boomerang. Kingdahl's even going to go ahead and... Yeah, and he's just going to fire arrows at it. That does pick it up, though. Alright, so does he do the close choice or does he do the right choice? He's walking back to 8. That's unfortunate.
Yep.
Oh, chat's saying, okay, he had been in the bottom left corner. Thank you, chat. And, like, I mean, 2 rooms in proximity versus, sorry, 1 screen, 2 items in proximity. That's what I'm looking for. Versus, yeah, he didn't see either item out of 8. Probably, maybe thought he was ladder block. If he finds the book first, I don't know that we saw the second. He might have seen the second hint shop. I don't know if we did. But the first hint shop's not going to help him out because it's not going to tell him anything about silvers. On the other hand, you're already in the dungeon, so you're probably just going to clear it out because that'll tell you the same, give you the same information. He saw a lot of this. Yeah, to answer chat, he saw a lot of this 8 the first time through. The wand was in the northeast, I want to say, and the book was in the southeast.
Yeah, he's been here already. He got by with bombs.
Yeah, he had 14 bombs walking into this dungeon, used all of them. Which is why he had to search out level 9. Like, he doesn't even know whether this is a 5 Triforce 9 or a 6 Triforce 9, because he walked in with 6.
Yep. According to Putz, it's Decom.
Yeah, so...
So he should be coming.
Yeah, he's right next to it. Needs to bomb down here. I think it bombs down, and yeah, and it's ignoring the one room. I tired the old man trying to direct him, trying to get directions.
This was a section he was not able to get to. There was unfortunately nothing up here.
All right. It looks like, unfortunately, it looks like there is a Super Mario 3 race coming up in about 12 minutes. So unfortunately, we are not going to be able to stay with Kingdahl while he finishes this out. We'll just go ahead and close. Yeah, because he's a long way for those silvers. We can't wait this out any longer. And Super Mario 3 deserves its time. So we're going to just go ahead and close it out here. Just want to thank everybody. First of all, thank you all for watching. I mean, it's. I know a lot of you are working and lurking. So yeah, great to have the turnout in chat at a time like this. Although Tom J, you're in Sweden. Easy for you. But shout outs to our other prominent Swedish player, TJ. Thank you, Malkier, for getting up early and pushing all those buttons. That's the Malkier K Malkier. Although Malkier, the CH Malkier, also a great person and glad to have you in chat with us. Vincent, thank you for joining me on comms at this early hour.
No problem. I know I've been a little quiet, but figure you were. I was just trying to make sure we got everything.
Yeah, you're doing just fine, Vincent. You're doing just fine. And yeah, the next race on the schedule. Let me make sure we all know that because it's going to be several hours. But you know, we do want to shout it out. The next race on the schedule. Actually, we don't have. Okay, let me look at the other schedule to see if it has a channel. The next race on the schedule looks to be at 6 o'clock. A couple races at 6 o'clock. Don't know which. Don't know which one's getting a restream yet, so I'm not going to shout them out because I don't want to call one and have the other one be the one on the restream. But there are races at 6 o'clock. I imagine those races will get scheduled either on one of these SpeedGaming channels or on the Z1 Randomizer channel or Z1 Randomizer 2. If you're not already following the Z1 Randomizer channels, make sure you are following those because we do air some of our broadcasts there. But yeah, keep an eye out on your schedule to find out where these races will be. And we'll see you at those races. Stay tuned for Super Mario 3. And we thank you all. And good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever, wherever you are.
Yeah.
See y'all later.
One last thing before we left, Kingdahl at least found the book, so hopefully he'll find the hint for the silvers.
All right. Good day, everybody.
Good day.